Hey, you amazing human beings. So, today, all right, let's recap a few things. My video about the vision board, I'm gonna link that. I'm gonna put that link in the description below so you can watch that if you have not watched it. So, I kind of went through like a vision board and basically like a whole bunch of little things from there, and then we talked about empowerment and stuff like that. But let me give you a quick update. So I went to Seattle. I did the Wonderland Trail around Mount Rainier. It literally took us 7 days, 6 nights in the wilderness. Literally, it's like 93 miles alone, but we did way more than 93 miles because you have to walk back and forth from to and from the bathrooms and grabbing food and all of that. So definitely more than 93 miles in 7 days in Seattle, Washington. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful experience. I am not gonna lie. It was super beautiful, but it was definitely hard. So like, I wanted to talk about like having determination and pushing through things even though you're tired. Like, I'm gonna just talk about this experience that I had. So day one, great. Day two, all right, hard, very, very hard. Tons of incline. By the way, like, I feel like 75% of this trail is incline, just in case you didn't know. We have probably like 4 miles left. I'm gonna tell you, I'm a little hurt, but I ain't dead. We've been doing incline the whole day. So, you know, it's been a little wild. Like, this is what we're going up every single day. Oop. I mean, all day. All day, uphill, all day. This is what we've been doing all day. Coming from somewhere down there. Whew. Up. Mama Kara's a beast. She's going for it. And I am about that life. I'm taking my sweet time. So literally the inclines are to the point where you feel like, you know, you have to kind of like run a little bit because your feet will slide down. And some of the like paths, literally it feels like you're on the side of the mountain. So like there's this little piece. I'm gonna see if I have like a video or a picture or something that I can put in here so you guys can kind of see, because I did take like little pictures of some of the, or videos of some of the paths. Pretty good. Like show. Can't complain. We hike out tomorrow, but I do want to say day 6 trail is the most dangerous. Literally, we're on side of mountains and the trails are tiny, and it's literally like at certain points it's like you're gonna fall off the cliff. Like, who wants to fall down there? Not me. So let me put my phone away because this is dangerous. But so how dangerous they look. And some of the parts are wet, so it's like you can literally slide off the edge of the mountains. It's a little scary, but it's beautiful, beautiful. So day 2, hard. Literally day 2, I felt like I was not gonna make it. The inclines were ridiculous. There's nothing that can prepare you for something like this, but like, I don't know how I pushed through. I mean, that's a lie. I know how I pushed through. Literally, I was like self-motivating myself through that trip for that second day. Like that hike, I was literally talking to myself. I was in my head hardcore. I was like, you got this. Like, you're a beast. You can push through. Like, there is nothing that you cannot do. Like, mind over matter, basically. Like, you control your reactions. You are in control. Like, if your legs are hurting you right now, it's only because they're building muscle. Just remember, like, you need that muscle building, blah, blah, blah. Like, I was literally going hard on myself. I was calling myself names and everything. But the thing is, like, pushing through even though you're tired, literally, it's like at the end of that hike, I was like, wow, I cannot believe I did this. Like, I cannot believe I hiked for like 17 miles and like 75% of those 17 miles that day was incline. I was like, this is just amazing. I was in awe, and, you know, proud of myself, even though I struggled. I was super proud of myself because it was so hard. Mentally, I was giving up, even though, or let's say physically I was giving up, mentally I wasn't. This video is going to be all over the place, literally, because I am just going to be rambling, just an FYI. So like, that's a good update. Want to let you know how that trip went. Again, if you're unsure of what I'm talking about, watch that video, which I've put the link below in the description of the vision board, and how basically like hiking was one of the things that I've put into my vision board because I wanted to manifest more of that. And let me just let you know that I'm going to go also on another hiking trip, like the first weekend of October, to up in the White Mountains in New Hampshire. So that like literally I'm going to go again. But let me just tell you about, okay, let's go back. So literally did the 7 days, came out. No one probably knows this, but I'm going to be taking an exam, try and get into this place. And literally as soon as I got out of the mountains and got receptions, I got an email stating that my exam date was scheduled. So excited. So I'm taking this physical exam on the 23rd of September. And hopefully I do really well, but it was super great because I literally just hiked incline 93 miles, and now I'm going to take a physical exam, which is super cool. So being in the wilderness for like all that time, like it gives you time to just kind of like be in your head, think of things, like just kind of like maybe like decompress in a way. I feel and think that it was needed. I connected with like nature, and I connected with myself. And I feel like I kind of like aligned, or I didn't align, the universe aligned certain things for me while I was out there, because, you know, the exam came up, and then I'm moving. So I'm moving, the exam came up. I work 2 jobs, but now I'm going to probably only be working 1 job. Like, there are just so many things that are aligning itself for me. Like literally it's like a freaking red carpet, no lie. Like as I keep walking, the carpet just keeps unfolding, and it's like so many beautiful things. So like my vision board, which if you guys want to know more about it or see me go through that step, like again, let me know in the comments below. But I put a lot of things into it, and I also do a lot of I have a gratitude book, which I write what I'm grateful for every night. Sometimes I miss it because I ain't perfect. Sometimes I miss it, and sometimes I'll miss it for a couple of days, and then I'll come back to it. And I don't stress it, because as soon as I come back to it, I'm there. So like, I don't know, like I've always just like been manifesting certain things, which is for me, I'm just like thinking of these things and focusing. Okay, so for me, it's like focusing on me and learning more about myself has caused me to be such a better, not, how do I explain this? So like I focus on my bad, bad toxic traits. I focus on like things that I should be better at, or like not better at, but learn more how to express myself, like words and just like different things. So like there's a lot of things deep down in everybody, like where we have our own little traumas, right? So like I try to fix those traumas and like learn from them and be better vocally, express more, be more spiritual, like connect with myself more, allow myself to feel the things that I'm supposed to feel, just not being so hard on myself all the time. Like there's these things that we do. So like I feel like I keep writing in my book, like I just want to be, you know, I want to let go. I want to be less controlling. I want to do this. I want to do that. Like I write a whole bunch of things in my book. And one of the things I do write is like, I'm also proud of like all of the people that are in my life, that the universe sends my way, like the people that are consistently in my life, my family, my friends. But like recently, I feel like with my growth, like I can't express to you what that growth is. I just know that mentally, emotionally, I have become a different person for the better. It could be like I've always been expressive, and I'm already like a person that loves touch. So I'm always hugging my family and friends, or kissing them, or smacking their butts or something like that. Like that's just who I am. And lately I've been having like my friends just being so much more open, and I'm not sure if it's because I've been more, maybe I should ask them this question. I'm not sure what it is, but literally like I get random text messages now from my friends like, oh, miss you, love you, or I just wanted to let you know I love you. Or I'll get a quick gesture of like a little quick gif of like, you know, you're doing great. Or just like these random things that are coming into my life that I love so much. And like, I'm so grateful to have those little things in my life. But I feel that I've literally been trying to become I've tried to focus so much more on the inner me and being more happy, maybe outside of me. So like my actual happiness is showing more, or maybe I'm verbally being a better person. I don't know. Maybe I was talking mean to people, but all right, I'm all over the place. But the point is, all of the things that I have on my board in my notes are literally becoming. And it could be like, I'm not sure if you guys are aware of this, but like, you know, when you like something, it could be like, let's say you saw a pair of sneakers that you were really into, or you was like, oh my God, I really love that car. Then all of a sudden you're walking down the street or driving and you consistently see these sneakers or this car. Like you just see it so much more. So it's like when you start to focus on something, literally it just becomes part of your life, right? So for me, I focus on all of these things like love, being loved, loving, being more vocal, expressing myself better, being more compassionate, like being stronger, and all of these things. Like I've literally been putting these on a board and they're literally coming true is what I'm trying to express to you. It's like, and I don't know how they're coming true. I just know that I'm focusing on it more inside and out, and then randomly it's like just happening, which I think is super cool. But yeah, I just feel like I'm all over the place expressing some random things to you guys right now. But like, that trip was a challenge. If anyone ever does it, like, toodles to you. Like, you go, because that was difficult. But I grew. Like, my mental literally went up like 2 levels. No lie. I literally was like, I cannot believe I completed this. I seriously got to the airport 2 days later because I stayed in West Seattle for 2 days afterwards. I literally cried texting my sister. I was literally texting my sister and I was like, I can't wait to get home. Like, I just can't wait to get home. And I don't know if I cried. I think I cried because of like accomplishment. I was relieved and I really just wanted to be home. Like, it was just like all of these emotions. And I'm not sure if it's because like I went from being in the wilderness and like being so in tune to certain things and then coming out into like the real world. And it was just like, I froze for a second. And then when I got to just literally relax at the airport, I was just like, and just broke down and cried. So it was taxing and moving and literally helped me grow. The challenge was definitely out of it brings you out of your comfort zone. Like, there is just things that you do that you do not do in the normal life in the wilderness. The views, oh my God, I'm gonna try and put in some pictures in here just so you guys can see a little bit of how it looked. Man, I feel like I had so much more to talk about, but I feel like I just rambled and said a whole bunch of things. But purpose of this is like having determination, like focusing on something that you want in your life and consistently putting it into your when you're talking, like kind of talk it into existence, like, or pushing through something even though it's hard. Like, literally as soon as you push through that, like, that's a huge accomplishment. And it can be a little thing. Like, little things matter, you know. If you are like, for example, I'm going to like wake up early every day and start, I don't know, my mornings off with yoga. And, you know, today you didn't wake up early, but you woke up 5 minutes earlier. Like, that's an accomplishment. Or, you know, you didn't do the full 10 minutes of yoga and you did 2 minutes of yoga. Like, that's an accomplishment. And even if you were like, I'm gonna set myself to 5 minutes, and then you did 6 minutes, like, you pushed yourself through that. I don't know if that makes sense, but like, I'm just saying these little things matter and they build and build and build. And you know, eventually you can have something or have exactly what you want. But let me end this one and leave it with this quote that I got. And I think that this is from Jen, the badass author. I'll put the link of her books and stuff below too. It's basically, she states, it's just as easy to believe we're awesome as it is to believe we're giant sucking things. So, I mean, that makes complete sense. Like, if you believe you suck, you can believe that you're awesome. I believed that I was awesome and I made it up those hills.